to do this. Then I need because it was like
It's live,
it was
bitch!
like said it like one week ago. Yeah, it's live. Okay. Hello, everybody. This is Another Darkness, the New York by Night. Today we are going to be in Tremere Chantry. The Region Q has invited the several people, not several people, only the Tremere. So we're gonna start our scene with Tremere arriving to the Chantry. Who's arriving first?
Abernathy will probably be with Vincent before making their way directly into the chantry. If Valerian isn't already inside, I'm assuming that he has a bit more autonomy to go out on his own, seeing as he's a higher ranked and a more appropriate, respected Tremere within the city. Vincent, there is something I'd like to talk to you before we actually make our way into the meeting. At the prince's office, you had said at one point in time that my attitude was improper because of my Tremere upbringing. Do you remember this?
Completely.
I have no problem with myself having a negative reputation or enforcing a negative reputation on other people, but you will not, and I will not abide you the opportunity to discredit the Tremere as a clan for my behavior. Is that okay?
I hear what you're saying.
Along with this, I'd like to make you an offer. I'm not sure if boons are appropriate with inside the Tremere. I'd like to offer you one anyway. You can choose whether to record it or not. I would like you to broker me some sort of peace deal between the sheriff and myself. Something that says I will not specifically attempt to raise the hackles of his beast on the condition that he does not do the same to me.
I can attempt to talk to him.
I would appreciate that, as you have come across more as the level-headed of the Tremere, and I would like to further expand your horizons of political nature.
My comments at our clan's expense was solely for their benefit. A little bit of self-deprecation is important when trying to broker a friendly relationship. We already have a bad reputation, and playing into that can actually improve our reputation.
I agree. For this, let me know of any specific social maneuvers you would rather me undertake. I know that I have a way of being afflicted on certain individuals that you would rather see shamed.
I would just appreciate it that you would try your best not to make my job harder than it already is.
Understood. With that, I will knock on the opening door to Q's office.
You before you guys come to the Q's office, you guys need to enter the chantry, and when you guys knock the door, a ghoul opens the door, the same ghoul that opened the door before, just like the same ghoul, but like her clothes are with blood and his eyes are wide open. Usually when he opens the door, he would just nod, give the respective bow to the two Tremeres, and then wait for them to enter. But this time he opens the door, he runs back, and you guys see another ghoul. Like there's a chunk of his throat is missing, and he is trying to hold the throat and trying to give him healing.
What the hell?
Should I call for a cleanup crew? He takes out his phone and is prepared to dial.
He's like, no. It's okay. He just pissed him off. He pissed the region. He is still holding the throat and like trying to. I think it was his punishment.
Can I? What is the earliest I have seen the Tremere region awake?
It's.
I'm trying to gauge his humanity based on how early he can wake up.
Low.
Okay, that's perfect. Because he's just actively torturing a dude, like, in front of all of us.
All right. The guy says Regent is in his room. He is leading.
You
And
might
he's
want
in
to
a good
clean
mood, I
yourself
see.
up.
Pardon? What do you guys ask?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in a good mood, I see.
You might want to clean yourself up soon, and perhaps the furniture.
The ghoul nods. Well, for the first we need to do that.
Abernathy will make his way into the room first, allowing at least a bit of time to distract if the regent is, in fact, that ornery.
You see, Regent is writing in the papers, and like there's some blood on his shirt. Why she's wearing a white shirt, and he is writing so fast, like you haven't seen somebody writing this fast. He is concentrated on his work. It looks he is doing it for hours. Like you see a lot of papers on the desk. The roll me a perception and roll me perception alertness, guys.
If you want
Just
to
one.
roll me 4 dice, that'd be
4
helpful.
dice. Okay, I'm gonna roll it for you. You have 2, and Vincent has 1. Okay. The Vincent will see the files or something about the New York Police Department, and Abernethy will see that it's about psychic Biwa.
Say that
And
again.
psychic, it's about the New York Police Department's psychic Wiwa.
Okay. I
He just
will
motions
rifle
with
through
his
your
hand.
closet.
Pardon?
I will rifle through a nearby closet and see if I can find a clean shirt.
Oh no, there isn't a clean shirt. He motions you to sit and waits for Valerian to arrive.
Valerian has been probably already in the gentry.
Oh, okay.
But
You heard
but
somebody scream.
mhm,
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah, I probably heard him screaming, but I was probably more preoccupied by installing our new guest.
Oh yeah.
Um, in
He didn't allow you to bring her to this gentry.
oh okay, so then yeah, I put him in the old one, probably with protection that were
Yeah.
given by the regent, and then yeah, I arrive. Valerian arrives, and
And then you
Mhm. No, go on.
then you arrive before even you sit. He motions you to sit and says, "Give me a report. What have you done in the warehouse?"
Uh, he looks and say, I went with a Venosferatu named Spike, someone who was said to be called Johnny, but I do not believe it. He's a gangrel anarch. Can't really say much about him. Went with Rose, with also the new Toreador that we met during the previous Elysium. We went to investigate. Nothing was there on the surface, but when we went down, it was a trap. It was a trap. We found the body of our diseased Malkavian brother there in one of the tanks that they had. There have been two computers there. I have been investigated on those. Unfortunately, the Nosferatu have used the confusion that went after to take away probably the hard drive I'm still trying to get the location of the signal where it was sent. I know that it's in northern Staten Island. I'm having my allies and my influence trying to work this out as we are speaking of. And very strangely, when we tried to get out, there were people waiting for us. And even as I was donning the Mask of Shadows, they were almost seeing us, or they expected us to get out. They seem to not. Correct me if I'm wrong, Amachan, but they didn't seem
Mhm.
to be that much impressed by the darkness.
Oh yeah, they didn't impress by the darkness. Yes.
Mhm. They didn't seem to be phased by the darkness that Madame Rose used to try to blind them. They even tried to use paint to make those of us who use the obfuscate discipline visible, and then they tried to run away, or that is what we thought. Because when we went outside, they had a car, and basically their plan was to ram the car in our direction while it was leaking gasoline, and they wanted to light it on fire. The conclusion was that we didn't had to, well, face the explosion. However, since they had automatic rifle and that they started to make a whole lot of noise, we decided to wipe them all out except the ghoul that I recognized, who was on the video footage of capturing. Um, I think I'm having a um, Jackie, Mr. Noble, who arrested, who was there when he was taken. So we execute the two others, went back, and we went back with this ghoul to the fake gentry, where I applied the proper the proper words that you instructed me, and he is waiting for a further interrogation.
What happened to Noble's body?
Noble's body, as far as I know, was still there.
He throws you a report that have been. It's like somebody was listening to the radio of the cops and the talk between the cops.
Hmm.
What you read is the cop says we found 11 strange body. We're taken into the morgue. What does it called?
It's called a masquerade breach.
We lost a major boon that we gained with your sire. He takes another paper and starts to write something with another. He takes, he was using normal colors. Just a second, I'm gonna answer my mom. Yeah, I'm back. Uh, he's using something with blood. Like you guys see a red while like he starts to write, uh, something to the new paper. He gets it up. He writes it. You guys see really, how can I say, really good handwriting. And he raises the paper. It says, "I failed." You start to feel inch in your arm. It's get worse and worse. I mean Valerian.
Hmm.
And you see somebody is writing to your arm. It's just like a scar.
Mm-hmm.
It says, I failed. And it hurts. It's kind of bleeding. And he looks at you. I'm really disappointed at you, Larry. I thought a student of the fourth circle would have understood that it would be, or at least he would check the other water tanks and see the other bodies. You're down to third circle now. I am really disappointed. As probably you all see in the disappointment on me. He just shakes the shirt a little bit.
One second, sorry.
Okay, no problem. The It took 3 days to solve this. Me, the prince, the all store in the city worked together to solve this, and this is still I am working, as you can see. He while he's talking, he still continue to write the psychic evals, and you see he's like he raises the paper and says they're not okay for work. Sad, isn't it? We were able to stop it before shit went so bad. That girl the Rose captured. She's a sorcerer. I want her to be questioned. The other person, I want him to be questioned. I know Valerian wants to capture Samisi. He is, as far as we know, a priest. Question him as well. Is there anything more that I need to be heard about? Hear about?
Regent, did you hear about the events that transpired at the prince's funeral parlor?
No. What happened?
In the interest of full disclosure, there was a small confrontation between our clan and the the sheriff. But it has been smoothed over.
He nods.
I would like to recommend Vincent clearly for promotion for his valor and his quick thinking to assuage the situation and smooth over egos as they were bruised.
The sheriff is someone who is trying to work in this city with the clan Tremere for too long. He is level-headed. He is not clever as he thinks he is, but he is a man who is fighting a war for 9 months. The war, it's probably, as you guys would think, it's not ending so easily. He again owes a couple boons. Which means that he is serving and he is continuing being useful. The moment he is not useful, we will of course try to find other people we will of course try to find other people who's willing to work with us. I hope I'm making myself clear.
Completely.
Do we have a clear replacement or a noticeable second place?
At the moment, the find your way in the hounds. I have heard from your sire that you are really good with the blades. The learned rituals and the learned rituals. They will aid you in the confrontation with Sabat, along with the influence that you might need. I would
Are
rather
you saying
have
that you would rather have me as sheriff if Limey fails?
in the future. Yes, in the future, yes. I don't see anybody. I don't want any anarch sympathizer. Whatever her name is, he looks at Valerian. The ghost.
Mm-hmm.
She's an anarch sympathizer and not to be trusted. I don't know what actually. she wants to do now, but again, she is not to be trusted. And there aren't a lot of people in the city. There is the another gangrel that you might need to run with, which is her name is Mickey. She is Prince's student. She's a gangrel. I don't know a lot about her.
She's efficient, is what she does, at least.
Good. I need to tell you all about something. One of our ghouls have been hurted, have hurt himself when he touched our cars in the park, not so far away from the other chantry. Somebody warded our cars against vampires and ghouls. Who did that joke?
Well, there is a red list member that has been reported to know thaumaturgy within the city.
See, did I tell about Blix you got Nosferatu in the last meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
So the other chantry has been compromised.
Well, it has served its purpose then.
Yes, it serves its purpose. We will need to take everything that we need, make that place a trap, and get everything we can and leave. I need to make a few phone calls, and I would like to be leave alone. Please talk about how we would gain that boon that we lost with each other.
Understood.
Regent.
Yes?
There's one other thing I feel you should know. I've started a campaign to rectify the issue we've been having with the police. You may have seen the reports in the New York Times about the church and its food drive and its focus on the negativity of the increased police presence.
Good job. This is the third time that I hear good thing about you. Keep up like this and you will rise soon.
Thank you, Regent.
For the sake of having a de facto leader amongst the apprentices, should we default to Vincent at the moment?
Yes, that would be wise.
Confirmed.
You are all dismissed. He raises the phone and starts to dial some numbers.
Abernathy will make his exit.
Gotta go out, guys. I am sorry for being a dick. Please plan all you guys want to plan, and it was a nice scene for me now. Thank you, everybody.